Hey folks, Tim Miller with Lionheart and Secure Church, and I am so excited about the training coming up with Rehoboth Church of God. For those of you who haven't heard, we're bringing the whole Lionheart team. We're bringing Mark Lundgren, from retired FBI agent, probably the best human intelligence guy I know, currently working some other stuff, but he's going to talk to us about the importance of communication in church security. We've got Angela Hobson coming from Willow Creek Church to talk about how to train volunteers, of which she trained hundreds of volunteers in safety and how safety interacts with security. We're going to talk about legal issues. We're going to talk about mental illness and how we have to address this through the lens of ministry. We're going to talk about de-escalation, and then we're going to use our system that many of you have experienced, the Milo range system. Real situation happening right in front of you. We're going to do. It's not a video game. To talk about training, but it's a whole different thing to experience a virtual environment where we're training things that every church needs to. And if you look at the screen, this is a scenario of a domestic violence issue gone bad. Now, the two church security folks addressing this issue really struggled with how to intervene, when to intervene. Well, guess what, folks? When you get under the stress of a true crisis situation, that's not the time to develop those skills. And that's what we're going to talk about. Folks, I got to tell you, working with Bishop Ramsey and the team at Rehoboth Church of God, they are interested and excited about giving good skill training to those folks in church security. We would all agree that we believe the Word of God. And for those of you who haven't watched the video with Bishop Ramsey, now'd be a good time. He perfectly explains through the lens of a pastor how important it is not just that we have training, but we have skilled training. And folks, I'm just going to tell you, I sit back and I pay attention to some of the training that's out there now. God bless them. They're doing the best they can. But it's not about what our church does or what another church does. It's about what's the standard for security. That's one thing in the Secret Service. You learned how to protect at a level that was going to ensure the president was able to do what he was called to do. And although church security is not protecting the president, the principles still apply. And that's what our team seeks to bring. We're going to talk about emergency planning with Dave Adler. Dave's one of the national experts in terms of crisis management and emergency planning. Did it as one of the lead guys for crisis management in the state of Illinois. He's overseen massive sites. Why am I pointing this out to you? Folks, it's really important that the training that you receive comes from people who are qualified, experienced, and most importantly, love the Lord. Because if you think about the training you're going to receive, if it's not coming through the lens of ministry, then it could be very problematic. So I hope and pray that we get to see you, meet you. Again, if you go to the Rehoboth Church of God in Hartford, Connecticut, to their website, we're also going to put a link here. But do me a favor, please sign up now, because we only have limited space. We're going to have a couple Milo range systems, and we need to really carefully plan. We'll be doing breakouts all afternoon. There'll be Matt Pasqualini's coming. Matt's a martial arts expert, but he trains everybody. I don't care if you're 7 or 70, in some foundational defense skills, which will allow you to establish some distance and get away from a potentially bad situation. But folks, I am excited to meet you. I'm excited to interact with you. And I hope and pray that between now and then, that the blessing and peace of God rests on you. And I can't wait for our team to get to interact with you. If you have any questions, just send me an email here, tmiller@lionheartsecurityteam.com, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. May God bless you and keep you safe. We'll talk soon.